Hello everyone, welcome to the ShipMX Order Management and Fulfillment Demo. Today we'll go over how ShipMX streamlines e-commerce and in-store order management with integrations like Shopify, Retail Pro, and Easypost. ShipMX provides a seamless and efficient fulfillment experience. To start, let's place a few orders in our Shopify admin. These will simulate real customer purchases, including both shipping to the customer's home and store pickup options. To do this, I'll duplicate a couple of orders that I've previously placed. I'll bounce into Shopify. I'll start with order 4228, which is a ship order. Let's duplicate that. Let's add shipping. And let's collect payment. Now in this example, I will be authorizing the payment first, which means that I will not charge the customer at this moment in time. I will simply authorize to ensure that they do have sufficient funds to be able to pay for the order. Other retailers might choose to capture 100% of the payment. That means that you're taking the customer's full payment up front, you're charging them up front, and you will need to refund them if you can't fulfill either all or part of the order. All right, I placed order 4230, which is a ship-to-home order. Let's go ahead and duplicate order 4229, which is a pickup order. This is the case. We're going to do buy online, pick up in store. Customer will place the order online. They'll select from which location they're willing and able to come to pick up that order. Let's see if there's any discounts that are eligible. And there is. I have a pickup discount that's applicable to the order. I'll apply that. And let's go ahead and select pickup as the shipping method. Again, let's collect the payment. Great. I've placed order 4231. So here we can see I've gone ahead and placed two orders. One is a ship order, which is the one I placed a moment ago, and the other is a pickup order that I just placed now. Here we can see that there was a pickup discount applied. We can see that there was 3 items. Shipping method is pickup, and here we can see that the payment was authorized. Great, let's go ahead and bounce into my email. Here you can see that I received email confirmations. Order 4230 has been confirmed, and order 4231 is also confirmed. Let's go ahead and bounce into ShipMX. I'll go ahead and refresh this screen. And here we can see that orders 4230 and orders 4231 have indeed been imported into ShipMX. That happens via our automated job scheduling. Those orders are imported to ShipMX for allocation and fulfillment. With these tools, orders are systematically retrieved and allocated for efficient processing. So working in ShipMX, let's take a detailed look at each order to verify the customer and order information. Here, for example, we can see the order ID, as well as the other details coming from Shopify, like the customer's information, order totals. If there was any fees, we can see that here. We can see discounts. There was a buy online, pick up in store discount applied, and payments. Again, here you can notice that the status is authorized as opposed to captured. Billing and shipping information, fulfillment information, and the order line details. Notice here where it says fill from, this is the location that will be responsible for fulfilling this order. Because this was a pickup order, the customer will have pre-selected the location. In other words, it's up to the customer to say where they're going to pick up the order from, not the retailer. If we look at order 4230, in this example, again, same thing. We pull the details from Shopify. Here we can see that there was a shipping fee charged. There was no discounts on this order. Again, the payment is authorized, not captured yet. And here we can see that this order was allocated to location 125. In this case, PortalMX checked to see which fulfillment location within the retailer's channel was physically closest to the ship to address. There are multiple other rules that can be defined that will be automatically applied when the order comes in order to determine which locations should be responsible for fulfilling all or part of the order. Now, you do have the option to manually override that automated allocation by clicking on Reallocate Order. and selecting a different location to be responsible. So for example, I'll select location 127, which happens to be my warehouse. In this case, I don't want the store to fulfill this order, even though they're closest. I want the warehouse to fulfill this order. In the orders module, this is where the customer service personnel can view any and all orders regardless of status. You can click on the orders here. You can use the filters to do searches and sorts, and you can see details about orders that have been fulfilled or that are still open and to be fulfilled. Let's bounce into the fulfillment module. The fulfillment module is geared for those users who will be responsible for fulfilling the order. Over here on the left-hand side, we can see a list of open orders. This list will grow and shrink throughout the day. It will grow as new orders are allocated to me, and it will shrink as I fulfill orders. I'll go ahead and click on order 4231, and we can see I have that order 4231, which has been allocated to me. It is a pickup order, and I should go ahead and go about fulfilling this order. I'm going to go ahead and click on pick. Notice that the status changes to in pick. I'll go ahead and print the pick ticket. I can take this with me. I can print this out, take this with me to help me identify the items that I need to pick and which order these items are related to. After some time, I may realize that I am unable to fulfill the order for whatever reason. For example, maybe my inventory is off. System says I have quantities, but I can't find it. Another reason might be that the item is in unsellable condition. For example, it is damaged. In those cases, I could choose to decline to fill the order, and what will happen in that case is AdminMX will automatically attempt to reallocate this order to the next eligible location with sufficient quantity. For our purposes, let's go ahead and assume that we did find the item, and now we want to declare that that item is, or that order is ready for pickup. I can now go ahead and print a packing list. The packing list is a consumer-facing document. It can have your company logo as well as your return and exchange policy. This is the document that would typically go affixed to the package or inside of the package that details the contents for your consumer. Next, I have the charge button available to me. That means that I can go ahead and charge this order. If you remember when we placed this order, we simply authorized it. At this moment, because I know that I can fulfill the order, I'm going to go ahead and capture that payment. A real-time call is being made to Shopify, and we can see that it was charged. I am now able to declare the order picked up. Now, after some time, the customer should come in, but how do they know that they should come in? Well, let's go ahead and bounce back into my email, and you can see that I've received an email letting me know that order 4231 is ready for pickup. Let's also bounce back into Shopify for a moment, and you can see that the order has been declared as paid. Let's assume that now the time has passed, the customer has shown up in the store. You can go ahead and declare that the order is picked up. You can optionally enter in some notes. You don't have to, but you can. And let's hit confirm. Notice that that order has disappeared from my list. It is no longer an actionable order. Let's bounce back into the orders module. And here we can see that the status is shipped. The delivery status is picked up. Let's bounce back into my email. And here we can see an order being sent to the consumer, letting them know that indeed order 4231 has been picked up. Great. Let's go and look at the other order 4230, which is a ship order and was allocated to location 127. Now, by default, when you log in, you are only able to access those orders. Well, your user account is assigned to a specific location, or I should say specific locations are assigned to your user account. I am currently defaulted to location 101, but I've also been granted access to view and edit or fulfill orders on behalf of other locations. So I'll go ahead and pick 127 from the drop-down list. And now here I can see all of the open orders which are specific to location 127. There's order 4230. In this case, the order type is ship, whereas before we were looking at a pickup order. The process is the same. You can pick order, decline order. Let's go ahead and pick the order. Let's go ahead and print our pick ticket. And here again, you can see in this case, the order type says ship. You can see the details of the order and how many units you need to fulfill. Now, instead of declaring the order ready for pickup, now I'm going to declare the order as packed. This is the process of putting the products into the packaging that you will need to ultimately ship to the consumer. Again, you can print the packing list, which is that consumer-facing manifest or packing slip detailing the contents of the package. Before we relinquish possession of this order, we should charge it to make sure that the customer's payment is actually captured. And last but not least, we are able to ship the order. Let's go ahead and click on ship. And in this case, a pop-up comes up, which is our shipping API. Here you can see the details of the sending location. This is the location from where I am sending the product and where I am sending it to. Down here, you can see the carrier and service level along with some other package info. Now, we do have an integration with Uber, which we'll be showing in another video in the future. But for the purposes of this demo, let's go ahead and click FedEx. And here we can see that we have some rates which are allowed. Now, you can specify which rates you want to be allowed. In this case, I'm only allowing my stores to select ground or ground home delivery, but you could also make, for example, 2nd-day or 3-day available. I'll go ahead and choose FedEx Ground. You can also see which packages are eligible. I'll choose custom. Custom means that you're going to be using your own box, and FedEx, like most carriers, requires at minimum that you specify the package weight. Optionally, you can specify package dimensions like length, height, and width, but you don't have to. And optionally, you can add some notes if you like, but you don't have to. I will go ahead and hit confirm, and what's going to happen is a real-time call is being made to Easypost, which is the shipping API, which is compatible with all of the major carriers like UPS, FedEx, United States Postal Service, DHL, and others. Notice here that what's happened is Easypost has returned to us in real time the FedEx tracking number and shipping label. I can open the tracking window to see a status of the order. And I can also print the shipping label. The shipping label is that document that you will want to affix to the package. This is what the FedEx driver will scan or what they'll scan at a FedEx drop-off location if you choose to take it to a drop-off location. Again, the order has disappeared just like it did before. Let's go into the orders module. And here you can see that the status of the order has changed to shipped all. Over here on the right-hand side, you can see the fees that had been charged on the order, had there been any discounts. You can see that the payment status no longer says authorized, now it says captured, and that there is no balance due. Down here on the right-hand side under fulfillment, you can see parcels, there's one. This is a way for you to reprint the label if you need to. And as well, a way to open the tracking window to see the status of that shipment. If we look at the line detail, you can see that this item has been delivered. You can click on the line to expand it, and you can also see more details like when it was picked, when it was packed, when it was settled or captured, and when it was shipped, as well as the unit level tracking information. Let's go ahead and bounce into Shopify. Here's that order 4230 that we were just looking at, 4230. And you can see that the status is paid and fulfilled. You can see that there is the tracking number. Let's go ahead and click on that. Again, that will open up your Easypost tracking detail. If we scroll down here at the timeline, you can see when the order was placed. You can see that it was originally authorized. You can see that PortalMX is the one that captured that payment. You can see that PortalMX fulfilled the payment. And you can see that there was a shipping confirmation that was sent. I'll go ahead and bounce it to my email. Again, here you can see that there was an update to order 4230. If we click on that, here you can see your order is on the way and there's the tracking number. Great, so we've seen a real-time integration between ShipMX and Shopify, showing how quick and easy it is to fulfill that order. However, that's not where it ends. In this example, our environment is set up to integrate with Retail Pro Prism. Retail Pro is the retailer's system of record for retail operations, and that includes both brick and mortar transactions as well as online transactions. That is, if a shopper comes into the store, they may be getting checked out through the Retail Pro point of sale system, and then when they're shopping online, they're checking out through Shopify. In either case, those transactions that happen from Shopify are getting merged into the Retail Pro dataset as the retailer's retail management system, and the retailer can use Retail Pro to view a complete and full history of the customer across their channels. Let's go ahead and do a transaction lookup. Let's look at today's date. Let's look at all stores. Let's do a search. And here we can see there's order 4231. Here are those items that we placed. That was for order 4231. We can see some details, if there was any fees, any shipping that may have been charged. And we can see how it was paid. Last four. Let's look at 4230. There's 4230. By the way, there's the shipping charge that was charged, the $5.95. There's the items. Here you can see the tracking number, as well as the bill to and ship to details. And again, the payment info. Great. So what we've seen is using ShipMX to get and fulfill the Shopify orders. We've seen those orders get updated in real time in terms of their payment and fulfillment status. We've seen emails getting triggered to the consumer, letting them know that their orders have been confirmed, that their orders have been processed. If it was a pickup order, they received an order letting them know that it is that the order is ready for them to pick up if they go ahead and come on down to the store, and or that the order was shipped and they can get the tracking number. We've also seen sending the transactions to Retail Pro so that those sales are booked in the retail system along with brick and mortar sales. Thank you for watching our ShipMX demo. Today we saw how easy it is to fulfill orders across the multiple channels while keeping those systems like Shopify and Retail Pro synced together in real time. And I'd like for you to keep an eye out for our next webinar where we'll showcase our Uber integration for local deliveries. Until then, be great and happy selling.